Make this summer unforgettable driving in a Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Edison. Join me Friday, July 10th at 12 noon, where I will be hosting my show live from Mercedes-Benz of Edison. I'm excited to see my friend and GM Doug Wells and the entire staff. Mercedes-Benz of Edison is committed to making your shopping experience stress-free. That's one reason they were named the 2026 Mercedes-Benz Dealer of the Year by Cars.com. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Edison and meet me, Greg Kelly. See you soon.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Wow. Michael Cohen. Amazing to see you.
It's really good to see you, my friend. It has been a while. Let's just say it's more than a day.
It's been a long time, but you know what? Look, again, Michael Cohen, you've been through hell. I love that the president of the United States, Donald Trump, you and he are on good terms, and that's enough for me. Look, I saw you, and there was a lot of fake information and disinformation. I saw you as an enemy of Trump and me as a huge supporter and friend of Trump. You know, it was game on, as you know.
I do.
I always try to keep it. I mean, not always try to keep it. I was always truthful. There's a lot I know. There's a lot I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, that's unfortunately with most people in America. It's why my show on Sunday, when you know, you know. This misinformation, disinformation, malinformation that's out there, it travels faster than the internet.
Interesting. Faster. And the truth, as we know, kind of is still in bed. And there's all that misinformation and lies. I saw you over the years walking through the neighborhood. You get recognized a lot.
A lot.
You are. There's something that
Cardinal
happened.
Dolan is here, and as soon as he walked in, I've known Cardinal Dolan now for many years. A buddy of mine runs the tours over at St. Patty's Cathedral, so we've actually spent some time. He goes, "Oh my God, I know you." Giving me a nice big hug. The whole bit asked me how things were going. Yeah. Actually gave me a nice little prayer, which I appreciate. He's such a truly good man, and I'll tell you something. There's nothing like a good, solid redemption story in 2026. And that's sort of what I now compare what's going on with the president and myself. And I look forward to the opportunity where I will get a chance to go see him, whether it's in D.C. or wherever it might be, maybe here in New York. I'll get a chance to sit down and to really engage him in a long time because he knows that I've been to hell. He knows I've been to hell not once, but actually twice.
Let me ask you, how many books have you written?
I wrote 2 books.
2 books. Now, one of those books you talked about, and I'm not being aggressive. This is the one thing that it's you must, based on what I read in the book, did you enjoy to some degree the notoriety or at least the being recognized? Because I remember reading somewhere that you wanted that.
Correct.
You wanted fame, and
right.
You got it.
So I already had fortune. I was very lucky in my life. I basically retired at the age of 39 before all of this. The only reason I went to go work for Trump is because financially I didn't even need a salary. It was more...
How did you get all your money?
I started out in medical malpractice. I then had an opportunity to purchase one of my clients' fleet of yellow cabs in New York City. I ultimately brought myself up to 56 medallions. 32 of them were in New York, and the balance were in Chicago. But the New York medallions ended up increasing in value from my price, which was where I purchased them at about $240,000 per medallion, to $1.4 million a medallion. And I had 32 of those. Something similar happened with Chicago, where I was successful over the... Don't forget, I started in the taxi industry in 1995. Stayed in it till 2002. There are so many stories that have been told. Oh, he was doing things in the taxi. I was a medallion owner after 2002. I was out of the business altogether, and then I started as a partner over at Phillips Nizer, where I was working. So there's so much, as I said, lies that were told about me. But yes, fortune I wasn't in search of. So when people say, oh, you went to work for Trump for money, it's not true. it was the fame, it was the notoriety around truly one of the biggest personalities, one of the most recognizable individuals in the world. In fact, I think there was a report once that he was like number 2 or number 3. You remember who number 1 was, the most recognized and photographed person in the world?
Lindbergh.
Nope. Lady Diana.
Huh. So let me ask you this.
Lindbergh?
Of all time. Of all time. No. Lindbergh was the first, mega celebrity ever,
Yes.
outside of politics. All right, so some of this is coming back to me. Let me ask you this. Why did you tape record President Trump when he was getting, I guess you were informing him about the payment that was going to be made through the guy. You ran, and you're a lawyer, and you recorded him, and that became public. Why did you do that?
So it's not the story that you think that it is. It was not done.
But just tell me why, because I don't remember the story.
It was not done as a gotcha. In fact, I almost threw up when I found out that it was still on my phone. I had thought I had deleted it. I nearly threw up all over the lawyer's office when they played it for me. What had happened is there was a payment that was made by David Pecker and the National Enquirer to Karen McDougal. I reviewed the NDA that was done in order to ensure that President Trump, Mr. Trump at the time, was fully protected. He had not been paid back yet, his $160,000. And every single day, I would receive multiple calls from David. Hey, look, I don't want to end up losing my job here. You guys promised to pay me back, promised to pay me back, promised to pay me back. And I was like, right now, he's in the middle of like 20 different things. You're going to get your money back, David, right? I mean, you and Trump have had a relationship for almost as long as I knew David, going back over 30 years, blah, blah, blah. I recorded it to show David so that he would stop bothering me and stop bothering Mr. Trump. I did it in essence to protect Mr. Trump from being bothered. And you know what? It freaking came back to bite me right in the backside. I literally almost threw up. It's the one and only recording of Trump that I had ever done. And I was certain, 100% certain, that I had deleted it. But I guess I didn't.
That's amazing, and it explains a lot. And yeah,
nobody talks about that as the story. What they do is they created, he tapes, records everybody. So not true. I recorded other people who were actually trying to either extort Trump or take advantage. Or, by the way, I did it sometimes as a way of taking copious notes so I can go back and prepare.
You did not, I know, but that was not explained by you, I think, until your book, right? Or did you put that in your book?
It's in the book.
Yeah. I mean, you were not in a position where you could come out every step of the way and say, hey, guys, this is why I did it. You could not have told the story.
Nobody cared. It was
I know, but you could not have.
No.
Because it was, right.
There was no platform for me to come out and to explain, because the whole goal was to destroy Trump. And the way that they were going to, they couldn't get to Trump himself. So what do? You go after, like in the movie The Untouchables. They couldn't get to Alphonse Capone. So what did they say? Let's go after the bookkeeper. Okay.
And that makes total sense to me about the recording. And when you turn over your phone to these maniacs, they actually have everything. Everything.
Over 10 million documents of mine.
It's insane. And it should be illegal. Alan Dershowitz actually says that the founding fathers knew about the cell phone. There's no way they would allow this thing to be searched. It's like your brain. It's like your brain.
I guess this thing happened at the wrong time then.